Good morning, it's Shante, and Blake is up. So Shante and Blake with Brown Sugar Talk under Black Unicaries. All right, so yesterday I got a chance to laugh at Affion Crockett, Affion. Please follow him, Crockett. He is actually funny. Like I actually got put out of my house yesterday because I was laughing at him because Blake was asleep and Blake was like, "No, mom, go out, mom, just go outside, just go outside."
So he did put you out?
You put me out. You were sleeping and you were like, "No, mom, you too loud. Just go outside." I should have whooped him. I should have whooped him out of his sleep.
I should fight you. I should have knocked you out. I should have knocked you out of the
Mama,
fucking bed.
I'm about to start smoking.
You can't smoke.
It is on and popping like it is like.
Can't smoke. Oh, this is about to be a wrap.
It's about to be on and pop. When I get the cigarette, it's time for me to get the fly swatter or the chancleta because he need a whooping.
Really?
Yeah, really. Really.
Really?
He about to get it. But anyway, yeah, so that's it. Like, I just really was like, oh my God, it's so funny. So anyway, today, I saw something about like, I don't know, I just did a blurb of this on my Instagram, just like, about how people always think, well, moving somewhere else is not gonna bring you happiness. It is. They are fucking lie. Ever since I read this article, and I'm pretty sure it was by a white woman, and she said she was a psychologist, they all be fucking wrong. They think as soon as they say psychologist that you're supposed to be like, oh, that's right. No, it's not. It don't even feel right. It don't even feel right. They ask some white people, they so used to torturing people, they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. So this woman wrote this article. I think I read this article before my child. It was like nine. It was like no. It was like 2005 or something like that. Like if you move somewhere else, are you going to experience happiness, a different happiness? You will. You will. And I'm gonna tell you why. Say for instance, you grow up in a city and it's a small town, okay, and you gay. Don't nobody out there like nobody gay. You just seen them beat gay people, put stuff on their feet, all kind of like just stupid stuff, just stupid. Okay, do you think that you're gonna be happier still living in a place where you can't be yourself, or would you be happier in New York, where it's just okay? Don't nobody even care. You get up in the morning, dress how the fuck you want to, walk down the street. Every once in a while, you get somebody to say some shit to you, but it's so much better than being in a small town confined to those people that keep saying whatever. Okay? In my situation, let's think about this. Breastfeed my child in a city where it is told to me as soon as I have my child, you should breastfeed your child. You should breast from the time you should breastfeed from the time I was pregnant. They was like, yeah, breastfeed your child. I even got a breast pump as a gift. Breastfeed your child. Breastfeed your child. 85 to 95% of the women there, Texas, breastfeed their children. To come to a place where they say, where it's 11% of people who breastfeed, 11%. And anytime somebody sees you doing it, they think that you on some freaky type shit. Would you rather be there or would you rather be where it's okay? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like you have to. It ain't no way. A lot of us won't make it, even if we do have a mentality that's bigger than the place we are. You not. It's like how much of this fucking depressive shit can you take? People with money. That's the shit. That's what they do. That's what they write about. But they are psychologists. They ain't never been through nothing. They don't know half of the situations that go on. But they are psychologists. And they done this and they done studied and they done this, that, and the other. And half the shit they saying is based on no experience at all. None whatsoever. This woman, she wake up in the morning, she a psychologist. Her husband loving. She came from a great white background. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's a fake psychologist.
Yeah, just fake. Oh, now we're gonna dip them in such and such. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. We're gonna take this to the black people first. It's always the black people first. They don't experiment on each other, they experiment on black people first. That's when we consider to be a whole human. Out of all the times to do anything and through medication, that's when we consider to be a full fucking human. Is when they can experiment on us through anything that's medical. Other than that, you ain't shit. We still 3/5 of something. And that of you, sweetie, no. You are. You see what I'm saying? It's like somebody telling you who they are. No, love, if that's what you think of me, then what do you actually think of yourself? What do you actually think of yourself? And so that's what I'm saying. It's like, y'all really have to leave me alone. Leave me alone. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. You can't know. You can't know. You can't know how it is to go to different places and have people just always got an issue with everything you do. From the way I drink my milk to the way I sing the song. And I ain't even done nothing. From the way I sit there and don't say anything to if I come in the room and say something. From the way I walk into the library, from the way I walk out. Somebody will look at the color of your skin and, oh my God, she got to say something about it. Y'all don't know what that is. It's a lot of times, like for real, y'all actually need to build experience into being a politician. You need to build experience into running a school. You need to, like, all these positions that people tend to have, they need to be, they really do need to build experience in it. Do y'all ever understand, like, how this world is, like, upside down? Like, how you would just, like, degrade a person with experience, but then you will uplift a person who doesn't know anything. And I don't care how old they are. I put this out one day. White men with inexperience, they lack experience. It's actually a thing that kids go to special education for in Texas. It is, because if they don't have the experience from the world, then we have to actually give it to them. Which means that, like, say if it's a kid, it's like an older, like all the siblings are older and they the youngest child, and it's like a big age gap. They usually don't get the same, like if the kids were in a closer age or whatever, they don't get the same type of education. Like my son too, like because he the only child, and I'm working a lot, he don't actually get the same type of education because I'm not at home to give it to him all the time. He not around me all the time. Now he could have been going through, even if he was in daycare, it's still a lot of things like family offers to a child outside of just like what a single mother could do. That's why it was horrible for you to isolate us like that. He need experience in life too, so that he's learning more and growing more and doing more things. So it's called low exposure. That's what it's called. So a lot of politicians actually have low exposure. They are actually special. They actually need special education because they have low exposure to life. Low exposure. That's what it's called. Low exposure. And everybody gonna have like a little difference in what it is. And so you put these people in an office and they have no exposure or low exposure to the actual problems that affect the United States or the people around them. You give a judge a seat and he is actually basing his predictions off of his own psychology. And he actually need fucking mental help. Because the color of that person's skin does not determine how long they need to be in jail. It's a crime. I feel like they even need to start doing this shit blindly. Like actually looking at the papers before the person come in and show you their colors. I think they need to pick the sentencing before the person comes into the room. And if they do it blindly, right, and it's fair across the board, okay, let's look at all these cases. Who do we pick up on drug charges? We're going to get them 2 years. We're going to offer them 2 years if they did something. We're going to offer them 2 years if they did. If they say not guilty, whatever, we're going to take it off the table and say, okay, whatever. Right? Across the board. Anybody that come in your courtroom, Hispanic, black, white, whatever, we that's how we about to be fair about this. But no, y'all look at the evidence. Y'all look at all this stuff. Look at the crime. Look at whatever. Accuse people of stuff. Have police officers planning this stuff on people just so you can mess up their fucking life and go to jail. Like that shit don't be making sense to me. But as soon as a man have like a charge against him that's negative, like rape, all that, y'all, they just get away with it. Beating a woman, that's okay. She was probably talking too much anyway. Talking all that fucking smack. Y'all see, that it's just like the system just not making sense to me right now. And I mean, it's been a situation for me a long time. None of this stuff makes sense to me no more. It just don't align. You know, some things should just be like Chicago streets. 1st Street, 2nd Street, 3rd Street, 4th Street, 5th Street. Y'all ever been to Chicago? Like, for real, I talk bad about it, but for real, I like it. I like going down the street and knowing that I ain't about to, like, I'm about to run in 10th. After I see this 9th Street exit, I can now start looking for 10th Street because it's going to be right there. It's predictable. That's how we want justice. We want justice to be predictable. We want to be able to, okay, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Okay, now let's figure this out. Did I do it or did I not do it? You see, it just don't fit it. It just don't. It's not right. The stuff that's going on is not right. And now that I've been put into a system with white people that's stupid or just dumbass people, period, I understand. Because they don't listen. The cops don't want to hear nothing. They don't want to hear nothing. At what point did I pose myself to be a criminal? None at all. You got a phrase. You got phrases. You don't know where the phrases come from. You come into my door with the damn phrases and you don't even know me. You don't even know me. I ain't never met no cop out here. None of you. You don't know me. And I'm talking about y'all, I done called the cops like 7 or 8 times on this lady. 7 or 8 times. She is over here harassing me with abuse. She is over here abusing me. She is using words. She don't know what she doing. She don't have no clue. She don't have a clue either. I'm constantly telling them. And you mean to tell me that you have not stopped one time to just, okay, let me see if this is true. Let me verify. You would rather just turn me into the criminal because you see the color of my skin. He out here, well, we know Jess. We know Jesse. Well, a nigga was telling me about his dick and how he was horny. You gonna get somebody to fuck him? Because guess what? I don't need to hear that shit.
Mama, did you hear that?
Hear what?
But they're great.
I don't give not 2 fucks.
Really?
I'm serious because they be listening. Yeah, it's probably coming from them. Think it's a joke. He telling me about who he know. I don't care if you know him or not. I don't even know him. I haven't done nothing to him. If I was causing the problem, you should have arrested me when I was driving around your city for 2 or 3 months. Y'all see what I'm saying? I don't even know y'all. And I'm still over here trying to explain to you there's some shit going on. I didn't call the cop yesterday about the damn window. I guess they listened to the show. Okay, good. That's good. So who the hell breaking in my house? They know more than me. You know more. From that phrase of words, you know more than me. So who the fuck was trying to break in the house? We weren't even gone that long. Who was trying to get in here? You don't know me. And so I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with people? What is wrong with y'all? It's almost like they actually like hide you to be blind. When actually kids actually think, they sit in the classroom and think they want to be a police officer because they want to help people. They actually become police officers. They thinking they're gonna become police officers to offer a service or help to people. it's just like I I am not understanding anything anymore. As an adult, I really don't understand. Like, I don't understand. I don't get y'all. I think that y'all, cause I feel the way that way too. Like, I'm still 15, 16 years old, but now I'm an adult. Like, I for real, I just do. I feel that way. And I was even then I was verbal about just the unfairness, the treatment that people have for other people. And then it was like really about religion and all that, you know. And now we older, y'all doing the same thing. Y'all doing the same exact thing. You carry the same racism you had in high school or whenever you was at school. You carry all this stuff. Now, one time did y'all get a chance to change your perspective? And that's why I'm like, man, people really should travel. I'm saying travel with an open mind and an open heart and an open spirit. Don't just travel just to be like, oh yeah, look at a music criminal. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Look at her. No, don't do that. You gotta have to like you have to want change and you have to become the change you want to see. And I think a lot of y'all don't. I was telling my son about cooties. He's like, Mom, what's cooties? Cooties is a way for white men to actually find a way to exclude other people. That's all it is. Cooties is a game they teach children when they're younger so they can learn how to exclude other people and feel that it's okay. Cooties is a way for them to bully somebody and then try to turn it into a joke. Like it's okay. Like what was going on, it didn't matter. Cooties has a deep, deep, deep connotation. It really does. Cooties is what we have now in America. If you are any other color, you have cooties. If you are a woman, you have cooties. You have double cooties. If you from another country, you have triple cooties. If you don't speak the language correctly, oh my God, 14, cooties. Four, you just four deep in cooties. Cooties to the fourth. That's what they do. They teach at a very young age of how now your exclusivity is like better than everybody else's, and it's not. It's low exposure. It's a special education disorder. Cooties. Cooties. Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got the cootie shot. No. It's a way to exclude people. And then as you get older, you start to think that it is actually okay. It's a way to normalize something that is not right. Don't tell people how much money you make on your job. Don't tell nobody how much we make. They did that so many years. That is offensive. It's wrong. It's not. Because they are actually excluding you from knowing that you could get more money because you're the one with the most experience. Who usually the person to actually train a new hired manager? You're going to actually put a person over me with less experience because of his color or because he your cousin. Nepotism. All this different shit. All that stuff comes from cooties. Y'all think I'm playing? Think about it. I want you to really think about it. Think about it. And the person that you training is okay with it because they getting a bigger check. They don't know nothing. And by the end of the training, they're going to be ignorant. They're going to be so ignorant against you. Just like if you got cooties. Cooties makes no sense, right? At the end of the training, the person going to treat you like you got cooties. They going to treat you like they know more than you, like they better than you, like they got some exclusivity into what the company doing. And you the one that just taught them everything and how to get it. You got cooties. You see what I'm saying? Exclusion, 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 exclusion. Low exposure, special education. Psychology, they actually need help. They need help. We are actually being ran by people who actually do not have the proper education to be doing anything. They don't. How about before they make the bill, they listen to every point of view from, they actually sit down and read what's going on in front of them. I believe like at a certain point you don't want to read a lot of the political shit, but if that's your job, hey, shouldn't you be interested in it? And we can't change it. It's some shit we just can't change. It's some shit that just ain't gonna happen. I know I'm just right here dreaming. I'm for real. I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming. But I know I was like, wait a minute, hold up. That article. Do you think that if you move somewhere else, it's gonna change you? Yes, it will. It's gonna change your spirit, your diet, the way you exercise, everything. If you have been in a place where you can't walk around the corner, you gonna sit in the house and eat. If you scared to go outside because you gonna get harmed, you gonna sit in the house and eat. You'll work out. You gonna do what you do, but ain't nothing gonna be better than like if you lived in a place where the gym was cheap, or you could walk to the gym, or sometimes if you couldn't go to the gym, you could walk around your neighborhood. You could leave your house without trying to get broken into. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that start to change your life when you in an area where it's okay. So always thinking that well somewhere else gonna make you happier. Keep thinking it and get there. Don't. I'm so sorry about all these memes and stuff y'all be giving, like all these little short synopses of life, and y'all be liking it, like. That's not life. That's low exposure. It's true. When you go somewhere else, if you live somewhere else, it is gonna be different for you. It's not true. Like you understand what I'm saying? If you stuck in a community where it's racist people all everywhere around you, and you really need to get away, and you move away, and you move to a black neighborhood, and they got cumbia, they playing Hispanics though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got good food and shit. You can go get some Latin. You can go get some Italian. You can go get some Asian food. You can hang out. And because it's in the neighborhood where everything at, it ain't gotta cost so much money. You get on a train or two, you at work. You come back home, you got time. Your wife there, your kids there, all this different stuff. Y'all can go walk out and go to the park. All of that stuff makes a big difference. A huge difference than if you in a neighborhood and you gotta walk 15 miles to get to the park. You gotta walk another 10 miles to get to food. When you get to the food, you have to save up for the money for the food because the food is too expensive. And it's still part of the neighborhood. Then you get there inside the store, they don't even want to serve you because you ain't the right color. Moving makes a difference for you. It's going to make an entirely different situation for you. It's not going to be the same for you. It could be critical for you to move just so that you yourself can have a longer life. So I'm saying, stop listening to people with low exposure. You now have to start to recognize that maybe just because a person has some status or some money, that sometimes they just can't always be right. That ain't what got them there. The money could have been passed down. Maybe they sold their mama house. Either way, you have to start looking at the experience of the person and stop just agreeing with people because they have some type of fame or a lot of people like them or whatever. That's low exposure. And so it's just I don't know. I really don't. I'm still not there. I can't get it. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. And I don't think you are either. I know a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about. It's because I have been forced from my own writing to live through my writing because the people around me don't want to listen to me. And I think I gave this person a perfect example yesterday when she so-called called herself calling me. I told her, I say, it's like I'm pouring salt into a cake recipe and smiling about it. And you steady telling me, Shantae, you really do need sugar. Just no, that's you put